I text Toya and I'm like, for the record, in all truth and honesty, did we ever kiss? What does it say?
No.
No.
I don't even understand why it's such a big deal.
Boom.
She's saying she's telling her truth, that, you know, you are a liar. She said that you were producing, that maybe you're doing this because you...
I am producing?
Yeah.
Don't be shocked. You're shocked?
I'm gonna respect you just because I like you and I respect you. And I know that you're dealing with a whole lot and don't know what you're gonna get when you wake up in the morning, with personality-wise.
How are you? Hi, Marla.
You guys wanna buzz me?
That's Marla. Oh, my God. Right.
What's going on?
The videos were edited. Anyways, call her later. She lies a lot.
What's up, y'all? It's Brian Keith, and I'm back with another video. Today, we're going to be talking about the Real Housewives of Atlanta, season 15, episode 13, Peach Passion, and basically, you already know, we in the dungeon with Kandi and her freaky toys. Yeah, but y'all like, comment, subscribe, and let's get into the video.
Let me check my shit real quick. Hotter than the fire coming out my flaming lips. You wanna play with me? You can't play in me. On the playground, bitch, you can't play with me. Got it, want it, securing
All right,
the
y'all, so
bag.
the video opens up with Sonya. She's over here at her house prepping for, you know, Christmas and the holiday festivities. She's with her sister and they're talking about the grievances that they have right now. So Sonya basically tells her sister that, you know, in their current relationship, she knows that she hasn't been, you know, fully supported her and hasn't been there for her and has put a lot of strain on her. So she recognizes that and she understands that. And her sister is like, you know, I have a family. I have other things going on besides just supporting you. And you have to realize that, yes, you are the celebrity in the family, but I have a life of my own. So when you do last minute stuff and when you ask me, hey, can you do this and a third without even considering my time, it's a problem. And I totally agree. And, you know, hopefully they come back together because now we know that Sonya is pregnant. So let's see how this is going to work. Right. So, you know, we go to Kandi. She's out at her restaurant for dinner. And guess who walks in? Yeah. Cynthia Bailey. Yeah.
What's up? Oh my goodness. Listen, I'm in my Cynthia Bailey mode. I got the big hair.
Good mode to be in.
So, you know, Cynthia finally makes her return, even though she already made her return, but they cut it out for some odd reason. And mind you, production, do y'all want the show to get rebooted? Do y'all want the show to get canceled? Because y'all are making questionable choices that I just think is crazy. Like, one, in the mid-season trailer, I could have edited better. We already know that Cynthia's divorce is final and she's basically back in ATL from LA and she's spending more time at Lake Bailey.
So here I am, starting all over again. I am very disappointed that my marriage did not work out. God is moving my steps.
So Kandi's, you know, having her bedroom Kandi Peach social event, and she's releasing a new product called the Peach Buzz. So, you know, Drew and Latoya's kiss get brought up, and, you know, Cynthia's like, look, I really don't know the situation because when we were over here in South Carolina with Bolo, I was asleep.
Confused with you and Drew because you called me from Portugal asking me about the bachelorette party and her kissing Latoya, and I couldn't remember because I actually went to bed, so I missed all of that.
So I don't know really what's going on, but there's plenty of videos saying that Latoya and Drew kissed. Like, Latoya said it on Kandi Speak On It. Kandi released the footage.
I don't even understand why Drew is going so hard to deny it, but maybe because she's married.
So for me, I just feel like it's too much back and forth going on. I feel like Latoya is trying to be strategic and there's a motive behind why she's going up and down, back and forth, right and left with her responses, because I'm trying to figure out, okay, one time you said that y'all did kiss, the other time you said you didn't. I don't think Kandi has that much power to be like, you better say this at the reunion. So I don't know, I feel like there's a motive. I feel like Latoya wants to come back on the show. To be honest, I would like to see Latoya back on the show. Latoya was a great addition. The first time she was annoying as hell, but she did what needed to be done. Right? So Kandi feels like, you know, Drew's fighting too hard to you know, denounce these allegations. And she feels like, okay, maybe it's because her mom is a Christian, maybe because, you know, she's married, she don't want to get a divorce, is that and the third. So we don't even know. So we'll figure out. So we transfer over to Kenya's house, and she's babysitting, and, you know, her and her daughter are talking about, you know, having another sibling. And Kenya was like, you know, I feel like she probably wants another baby. Her daughter's like, oh my God, I want another brother. It's such a cute moment. But the fact of the matter is, when we went to Kenya's appointment, well, you know, Kenya, her doctor said that, like, she'll be risking her life going into labor. So maybe Kenya, maybe Kenya could have a surrogate. Maybe Kenya can, you know, do it that way. But I mean, for Kenya to carry a baby on her own, I feel like it was such a tough time for her last time that she would have to probably go the surrogate route. But if she wants another kid, girl, do what you gotta do. I just think, hopefully she was strategic with, you know, she keeping the eggs and denouncing all of Mark's parental rights to the child, because no ma'am, no, Mark is trash. We're at Drew's, and, you know, Drew's trying to clean out her closet. I just have a question for Miss Drew. How many people do you employ? Because I've seen at least 14 people for the past 3 seasons that you have employed. I don't know if it's a revolving door, which is one red flag, but the amount of people that work for Drew is a red flag, because, girl, I know you don't. Drew make money. I don't think Drew make that much money to have that many people. Now, if it was like a Heather Dubrow, a Lisa Vanderpump, okay. But, right, it's not sitting well with me, Drew. But, you know, Ralph and Drew talk about, you know, the beef with Kandi and the whole kiss situation. And Drew feels like Kandi's bringing it up because they want her to get pumped up for the role.
I understand why it's such a big deal. I mean,
We're talking about this movie that I'm going to be, you know, playing a woman that has a relationship with a woman. Now we're talking about it. It just kind of
basically getting turned out by a woman in the movie. And, you know, Drew says that, you know, Marlo recording me is like criminal. But it's not criminal, because as long as Marlo's in the video, she can record it. Now, if she puts a microphone or she puts a camera in someone's room and she's not a part of the conversation or a part of in the room talking, that's criminal. But if she's in the room with you talking, that's not criminal. So, sorry, Drew. So, Kandi invites Sheree to speak on it, and Sheree looks good.
2 years ago, whatever. It was a kiss.
It was a kiss.
It was a kiss. It wasn't like, you know, deep passion or anything like that. And then
I feel like her, and first of all, I know y'all have noticed that in those confessionals, they switched it up because Miss Sheree's face was real swollen, and now it's like, you know, it's leaned out. The baby girl looks good. She looks bomb. But whoever that other mystery unidentified object was, we gotta figure out who that was, because Sheree, oh girl, you was swollen. But Sheree is a beautiful woman, regardless, through and through. Her new confessional in the purple, gorgeous, right? So Sheree basically spilling the tea to Kandi about, you know, well, you know, Drew basically called you a liar and said you producing scenes. And Candy's like, I'm producing. You know how Kandi, like, always shocked, right?
don't call me no liar.
she's saying she's standing her truth, that, you know, you are a liar. She said that you were producing, that maybe you're doing this because you...
I am producing?
Yeah.
So finally, it's the night of Kandi's event. Beverly Kandi hosts at, you know, the Selfie Museum. Everyone looks great. We see a cameo from T.S. Madison, who's going through a lot of drama right now. But Kandi definitely is the pioneer of starting a conversation on sex toys within the Black community. Kandi has been producing sex toys for the past 10 years. I know that's a cute check. So shout out to Kandi and helping people get their old face on. Yeah. So Kandi and Marlo are very friendly. Don't know where this even came from, but maybe they just got tired of arguing, and maybe producers like, look, we're done. But, you know, the both of them are very friendly, and, you know, they don't see a friendship in the future. They're like, look, I can be like cool with her, keep it cute, but as a friend, nah. So, you know, Miss Bailey walks in. She gives her grand entrance. She's giving everything. Miss Bailey is the best dressed of the night, especially with that coat. Yeah. She gives a backstory that, you know, her and Kenya are in a better place after the Ultimate Girls Trip season 1. A lot of people felt like Cynthia was in the wrong. They felt like Kenya was, you know, in the right. I had to disagree. I felt like, you know, Cynthia was going through a lot. And instead of Kenya checking on her friend and saying, hey, let me check on my friend because this is not how my friend normally acts, Kenya joined the bandwagon again with all the other girls against Cynthia, and Cynthia was solo for dolo. So, yeah, I definitely was on Cynthia's side with that. All the girls feel like Drew is lying about the whole story, which, I mean, don't we all? So Drew walks in and all the girls are just, you know, looking. When Drew goes to the girls, they're like, oh my God, speaking of the devil, we were just talking about you. So Marlo pulls Ralph to the side.
That person's story, the other person's story, and then the truth. For me, I'm gonna tell you, right? You my girl, man. I got mad love for you. My Aquarius, but I'm telling you, that's real.
Ralph basically tells Marlo, like, we know my wife came home. She told me that you was talking about me, saying this and the third. So yeah, you know, I was just trying to address the situation because, you know, we're in a good place. We're cool. You know how they try to do that pump fake, like, yeah, we're cool. You're my brother. You're my sister. You're my. Marlo basically calls Drew a liar and that said that she has multiple personalities, and Ralph is just like, yeah, I mean, this is my wife.
You're dealing with a whole lot and don't know what you're gonna get when you wake up in the morning, with personality-wise. You know, oh, man. I mean, it's just being true.
And I just find it funny because, mind you, I'm not gonna say it's a lie, but for Ralph, red flag is how you gonna sit up here and have your wife's op. One, call her a liar to your face and said that she has multiple personalities to your face, and you don't defend her, you laugh with her, you kiki, all this stuff. And I'm just like, Drew, I hope you watching. Go ahead and clip this man. Even though, Drew, you know, majority of the time I do like you, Drew. Right now you irritate me, but your husband is very much like, he didn't defend you, he didn't do anything, he just like it's funny. Red flag of all red flag. And his response was like, well, you know, I love my wife. So Latoya walks in and Latoya looks great. She runs into Marlo and Rao. Latoya says that, you know, I have a problem with Kandi and, you know, I'm just going to speak to her when I speak to her. She feels like she wasn't, she couldn't defend herself. So, you know, like I said, she goes up to Kandi, whispers to her ear like, girl, I'm mad at you. Kandi's like, mad at me? She's like, yeah, because I feel like I couldn't defend myself, right? So we all know that Drew and Latoya relationship is up and down, side and side, because their whole, season 12, they was going at it. Or season 13.
Ladies have my name in their mouth, so I want to know what was going on. Where's Marlo? Well, Marlo's downstairs, and she was the one that sent you the video, so.
Basically, while they're in the room talking, because Drew, Latoya, and Kandi go up talking about the whole situation, they were like, okay, well, we need Marlo in the room. So Miss Don Juan goes downstairs and goes downstairs and gets Marlo. Marlo comes upstairs and she starts twerking in Drew's face.
Hi, Marlo.
You guys want to buzz?
That's Marlo. Oh, my God. Right.
What's going on? I didn't know.
The way that Drew was like, because it was random. It was like, I'm like, girl, read the room. Don't nobody want your booty in their face. So she's like, oh, I thought that's what I'm coming up here for. No, ma'am. We trying to get to the bottom. We trying to find Carmen Sandiego, not ass in the face, right? Especially Drew. You don't fuck with her. So they talk about the whole video, the recording. Drew, Marlo's like, yeah, I sent Latoya those clips because I wanted her to know that this is what your friend's supposed to be saying behind your back.
I just sent the videos to her so she could see them for herself.
It was fake of her to say those things about me when we're trying to establish a friendship because the videos were edited.
Drew's like, yeah, I can see why she was upset by those edited videos. And I'm just like, Drew, what reality are we living in? Because as a graphic designer, could I have edited some videos? Yes, but in the matter of time, could I have edited those videos? Hell no. Literally those videos, they said that those videos were sent even before they left those rooms. So Marlo, she might work in technology, but she don't work in technology, right? So she ain't editing no videos. Let's just be all the way real. And let's say if the videos were edited, you still said what was said in those videos. So she was mad at what you said. what Drew could have said was like, you know, this is what I said, and you know, it might have offended you, but I'm standing in my truth. But you know, I did say that what I said in those videos. Ooh, ooh, ooh. She didn't say that. So Marlo basically saying, oh, Drew, you're delusional, you're weird. Oh my God, ain't nobody editing videos. So she walks out and leaves. They're talking about don't leave Marlo. Marlo's over it.
Little clear. You are a liar. Anyways, call her later. She lies a lot.
Because, you know, Kandi basically tells her, like, at the end of the day, you're going to sit over here and say, I'm producing scenes? I'm not producing scenes. I don't have to do that. It's not that deep for me. And, you know, Drew's just like, I'm defending my truth. So at the end of the video, the producers are trying to show like some receipts, right? So they basically show us that, you know, Kandi, in the speak on it, she talking to Latoya. Latoya's like, oh, I didn't kiss her, or whatever have you. Kandi says she might have thought that they kissed.
If I misjudged the moment, I accept that, and I'm wrong.
I'm wrong. So right now it's up in the air. It's a question mark that maybe Drew kissed him, maybe not. It was what it was. If she did, she did. She didn't, she didn't.
Kiss lips, kiss pussy, kiss whatever, kiss a dick, kiss whatever you want to kiss. Right. But what I'm saying is, y'all not gonna be sitting up here trying to act like I'm making up lies about y'all.
Drew's just like, at the end of the day, I just don't like people lying on me, and I would defend that till the wheels come off. So I'm like, girl, okay. Do I believe the situation? I really can care less, but no, I actually think that Drew kissed Latoya. Latoya has said it many times. But it's just crazy how this got brought back up as a storyline. But y'all, let me know what you guys think. Like, comment, subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace.